of government. The properties to unfold would seem in me to affect speech and discourse. Since I am put to know that your own science succeeds in that, the lists of all advice my strength can give you. The nature of our people, our city's institutions, and the terms for common justice you are as pregnant in as art and practice hath enriched any that we remember. There is our commission, from which we would not have you warp. Call hither, I say, bid come before us Angelo. What figure of us think you he will bear? For you must know we have with special soul elected him our absence to supply, lent him our terror, dressed him with our love, and given his deputation all the organs of our own power. What think you of it?
If any in Vienna be of worth to undergo such ample grace and honour, it is Lord Angelo.
Look where he comes.
Always obedient to your grace's will, I come to know your pleasure.
Angelo! There is a kind of character in thy life that to the observer doth thy history fully unfold. Thyself and thy belongings are not thine own so proper as to waste thyself upon thy virtues, they on thee. Heaven doth with us as we with torches do, not light them for themselves. For if our virtues did not go forth of us, 'twere all alike as if we had them not. Hold, therefore, Angelo. In our remove be thou at full ourself. Mortality and mercy in Vienna live in thy tongue and heart, and Aeschylus here, though first in question, is thy secondary. Take thy commission.
Now, good my lord, let there be some more test made of my metal, before so noble and so great a figure be stamped upon it.
No more evasion. We have with a leavened and prepared choice proceeded to you. Therefore take your honours. Our haste from hence is of so quick condition that it prefers itself, and leaves unquestioned matters of needful value. We shall write to you how it goes with us, and do look to know what doth befall you here. So, fare you well. To the hopeful execution do I leave you of your commissions.
Yet give me leave, my lord, that we may bring you something on the way.
My haste may not admit it, nor need you on mine honour have to do with any scruple. Your scope is as mine own, so to enforce or qualify the laws as to your soul seems good. Give me your hand. I'll privily away. I love the people, but do not like to stage me to their eyes. Though it do well, I do not relish well their loud applause and aves vehement, nor do I think the man of safe discretion that does affect it. Once more, fare you well.
The heavens give safety to your purposes.
Lead forth and bring you back in happiness.
Thank you. Fare you well.
I shall desire you, sir, to give me leave to have free speech with you. And it concerns me to look into the bottom of my place. A power I have, but of what strength and nature I am not yet instructed.
'Tis so with me. Let us withdraw together, and we may soon our satisfaction have touching this point.
I will wait upon your honour.
Shout. All right, so.
Dirty lyncher!
Ah, you dirty fornicator! Vienna says no to lynching! How now, Pompey?
Mistress overdone.
Well, what news with you?
Yonder man is carried to prison.
Oh, what has he done?
A woman
But what's his offence?
groping for trouts in a peculiar river.
What? Is there a maid with child by him?
No, but there's a woman with maid by him. You have not heard the proclamation, have you?
What proclamation, man?
All houses in the suburbs of Vienna must be plucked down.
What shall become of those in the city?
Well, they shall stand for seed. They had gone down too, but that a wise burger put in for them.
But shall all our houses of resort in the suburbs be pulled down?
To the ground, mistress.
Oh, why? Here's a change indeed in the Commonwealth. What shall become of me?
Come, fear not you. Good counselors lack no clients. Though you change your place, you need not change your trade. I'll be your tapster still. Courage. There will be pity taken on you. You that have won your eyes almost out of the service, you will be considered.
Thus, what with the war, what with the sweat, what with the gallows, and what with poverty, I'm custom shrunk. Let's withdraw.
If the Duke, with the other dukes, come not to composition with the King of Hungary, why then all the dukes fall upon the king.
Heaven grants us its peace,
but not the King of Hungary's. Amen.
Thou concludes like the sanctimonious pirate that went to sea with the 10 Commandments, but scraped one out of the table.
Thou shalt not steal.
Aye, that he raised.
Why they put forth to steal? There's not a soldier of us all that in the thanksgiving before meat do relish the petition well that prays for peace.
I never heard any soldier dislike it.
I believe thee, for I think thou never wast where grace was said.
No. A dozen times at least.
Aye, why not? Grace is grace, despite of all controversy. As, for example, thou thyself art a wicked villain, despite of all grace.
Well, there went but a pair of shears between us.
Behold, behold, where Madam Mitigation comes. I have purchased as many diseases under her roof as come to...
To what, I pray?
Judge.
To $3,000 a year?
Aye, and more.
A French crown more.
Thou art always figuring diseases in me, but thou art full of error. I am sound.
Not as one would say healthy, but so sound as things that are hollow. Thy bones are hollow. Impiety has made a feast of thee.
How now? Which of your hips has the most profound sciatica?
Well, well. There's one yonder arrested and carried to prison was worth 5,000 of you all.
Who's that, I pray thee?
Marry, sir, that's Claudio.
Claudio!
Senor Claudio.
Claudio to prison? 'Tis not so.
Nay, but I noticed so. I saw him arrested.
Arrested?
Saw him carried away, and which is more, within these 3 days, his head to be chopped off.
But after all this fooling, I would not have it so. Art thou sure of this?
I am too sure of it. It is for getting Madame Giulietta with child.
Believe me, this may be. He had promised to meet me 2 hours since, and he was ever precise in promise-keeping.
Besides, you know it draws something near to the speech we had to such a purpose.
But most of all, agreeing with the proclamation.
Fornicators!
Mistress, why dost thou show me thus to the world? Bear me to prison, where I am committed.
I do it not in evil disposition, but from Lord Angelo by special charge.
Thus can the demigod authority make us pay down for our offence by weight.
How now, Claudio? Whence comes this restraint?
From too much liberty, my Lucio.
What's thy offence, Claudio?
What but to speak of would offend again.
What, is murder?
No,
Lechery?
call it so.
Away, sir, you must go.
One word, good friend. Lucio, a word with you. Thus stands it with me. Upon a true contract, I got possession of Giulietta's bed. You know the lady, she is fast my wife. Save that we do the denunciation lack of outward order. This we came not to, for propagation of a dowry, remaining in the coffer of her friends, from whom we thought it meet to hide our love till time had made them for us, but it chances. The stealth of our most mutual entertainment, with character too gross, is writ on Juliet.
With child, perhaps?
Unhappily, even so. And the new deputy, now for the Duke, awakes me all the enrolled penalties, which have, like unscoured armour, hung by the wall, so long that 14 zodiacs have gone round, and none of them been worn, and for a name, now puts the drowsy and neglected act freshly on me.
Send after the Duke and appeal to him.
I have done so, but he's not to be found. I prithee, Lucio, do me this kind service. This day, my sister should the cloister enter, and there receive her approbation. Acquaint her with the danger of my state. Implore her in my voice that she make friends to the strict deputy. Bid herself assay him. I have great hope in that, for in her youth there is a prone and speechless dialect, such as move men. Besides, she hath art, and well she can persuade.
I pray she may, as well for the encouragement of the like, as for the enjoying of thy life, who I would be sorry should thus be foolishly lost at a game of tic-tac. I'll to her.
I thank you, good friend Lucio.
Within 2 hours.
Come, officer. Away.
No, Holy Father, throw away that thought. Believe not that the dribbling dart of love can pierce a complete bosom. Why I desire thee to give me secret harbour hath a purpose more grave and wrinkled than the aims and ends of burning youth.
May your grace speak of it.
My holy sir, none better knows than you how I have ever loved the life removed, and held in idle price to haunt assemblies where youth and cost a witless bravery keeps. I have delivered to Lord Angelo, a man of stricture and firm abstinence, my absolute power and place here in Vienna, and he supposes me travel to Poland. For so I have strewed it in the common ear, and so it is received. Now, pious sir, you will demand of me why I do this.
Gladly, my lord.
We have strict statutes and most biting laws, which for this 14 years we have let slip, even like an overgrown lion in a cave that goes not out to prey. Now, as fond fathers, having bound up the threatening twigs of birch, only to stick it in their children's sight for terror, not to use, in time the rod becomes more mocked than feared. So, our decrees, dead to infliction, to themselves are dead. And liberty plucks justice by the nose. The baby beats the nurse, and quite athwart goes all decorum.
It rested in your grace to unloose this tied-up justice when you pleased, and it in you more dreadful would have seemed than in Lord Angelo.
I did fear too dreadful. Sith 'twas my fault to give the people scope, 'twould be my tyranny to strike and gall them for what I bid them do. Therefore, indeed, I have on Angelo imposed the office, who may, in the ambush of my name, strike home. And yet my nature never in the fight to do in slander. And, to behold his sway, I will, as 'twere a brother of your order, visit both prince and people. Therefore, I prithee, supply me with the habit and instruct me how I may formally, in person, bear like a true friar. Lord Angelo is precise, stands at a guard with envy, scarce confesses that his blood flows, or that his appetite is more to bread than stone. Hence shall we see, if power change purpose, what our seamers be.
And have you nuns no farther privileges?
Are these not large enough?
Yes, truly. I speak not as desiring more, but rather wishing a more strict restraint upon the sisterhood. The votarist of St. Clair.
Oh, peace be in this place!
Who's that which calls?
It's a man's voice. Gentle Isabella, turn you the key and know his business of him. You may, I may not. You are yet unsworn. When you have vowed, you must not speak with men, but in the presence of the prioress. Then if you speak, you must not show your face, or if you show your face, you must not speak. He calls again. I pray you answer him.
Peace and prosperity. Who is that calls?
Hail, virgin! If you be, as those cheek roses proclaim, you are no less. Can you so stead me as bring me to the side of Isabella, a novice of this place, and the fair sister to her unhappy brother, Claudia?
Why, her unhappy brother? Let me ask, the rather for I now must make you know, I am that Isabella, and his sister.
Gentle and fair, your brother kindly greets you. Not to be weary with you, he's in prison.
Woe me, for what?
For that which, if myself might be his judge, he should receive his punishment in thanks. He hath got his friend with child.
Sir, make me not your story.
Oh, 'tis true, I would not. Though 'tis my familiar sin with maids to seem the lapwing and just tongue far from heart, play with all virgins so. I hold you as a thing enskied and sainted by your renouncement in immortal spirit, and to be talked with in sincerity, as with a saint.
You do blaspheme the good in mocking me.
Do not believe it. Fewness and truth, 'tis thus. Your brother and his lover have embraced. As those that feed grow full, as blossoming time that from the seedness the bare fallow brings to teeming foison, even so her plenteous womb expresseth his full tilth and husbandry.
Someone with child by him. My cousin Juliet.
She it is.
Oh, let him marry her.
Well, this is the point. The Duke is very strangely gone from hence, and with full line of his authority governs Lord Angelo, a man whose blood is very snow broth, one who never feels the wanton stings and motions of the sense, but doth rebate and blunt his natural edge with profits of the mind, study and fast. He, to give fear to use and liberty, which hath for long run by the hideous law as my spy lions, hath picked out an act, under whose heavy sense your brother's life falls into forfeit. He arrests him on it, and follows close the rigour of the statute to make him an example. All hope is gone, unless you have the grace of your fair prayer to soften Angelo. And that's my pith of business twixt you and your poor brother.
Doth he so seek his life?
Has censured him already, and as I hear, the provost hath seek a warrant for his execution.
Alas, what poor abilities in me to do him good?
Say the power you have.
My power? Alas, I doubt.
Our doubts are traitors, and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. Go to Lord Angelo, and let him learn to know when maidens sue, men give like gods. But when they weep and kneel, all their petitions are as freely theirs as they themselves would owe them.
I'll see what I can do.
But speedily.
I will about it straight, no longer staying but to give the mother notice of my affair. I humbly thank you. Commend me to my brother. Soon at night, I'll send him certain word of my success.
I take my leave of you.
Good sir, adieu.
We must not make a scarecrow of the law, setting it up to fear the birds of prey and let it keep one shape till custom make it their perch and not their terror.
Aye, but yet let us be keen, and rather cut a little than fall and bruise to death. Alas, this gentleman whom I would save had a most noble father. Let but your honour know, whom I believe to be most straight in virtue, that in the working of your own affections, had time cohered with place, or place with wishing, whether you had not some time in your life erred in this point which now you censure him, and pulled the law upon you.
'Tis one thing to be tempted, Aeschylus, another thing to fall. I not deny the jury passing on the prisoner's life may, in the sworn 12, have a thief or two guiltier than him they try. What's open made to justice, that justice seizes. You may not so extenuate his offence, for I have had such faults, but rather tell me, when I that censure him do so offend, let mine own judgment pattern out my death, and nothing come impartial. So, 'So, 'he must die.
Be it as your wisdom will.
Where's the provost?
Here, if it like your honour.
See that Claudio be executed by 8 tomorrow morning. Bring him his confessor. Let him be prepared, for that's the utmost of his pilgrimage.
Well, heaven forgive him, and forgive us all. Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall.
Come, bring them away. If these be good people in a commonwealth that do nothing but use their abuses in common houses, I know no law. Bring them away.
Oh, now, sir, what's your name and what's the matter?
Sir, if it please your honour, I am the poor Duke's constable, and my name is Elbow.
Elbow?
I do lean upon justice, ma'am. And do bring in here before your good honours 2 notorious benefactors.
Benefactors?
What benefactors are they? Are they not malefactors?
If it please your honour, I know not well what they are. But precise villains they are, that I am sure of, and void of all profanation in the world that good Christians ought to have.
This comes off well. He is a wise officer.
Go to. What quality are they of? Elbow is your name. Why dost thou not speak, Elbow?
He cannot, sir. He's out at elbow.
What are you, sir?
He, Sir Topster, sir. Parcel bawd. One that serves a bad woman, whose house was, sir, as they say, plucked down in the suburbs. And now she professes a hot house, which I think is a very ill house too.
How know you that?
My wife, whom I detest before heaven and your honour.
How thy wife?
Aye, ma'am, whom I thank heaven is an honest woman.
Dost thou detest her, therefore?
I say, ma'am, I will detest myself as well as she. That this house, if it not be a bawd's house, as pity on her life, for it is a naughty house.
How know you that, Constable?
Marry, ma'am, by my wife! Who, had she been a woman, cardinally given, might have been accused in fornication, adultery, and all uncleanliness there.
By the woman's means.
Aye, ma'am, by mistress overdone's means. But as she spit in his face, so she defied him.
Sir, if it please your honour, this is not so.
Prove it. Before these varlets here, thou honourable man, prove it.
Do you hear how he misplaces?
Sir, she came in great with child and longing, saving your honour's reverence, for stewed prunes. Sir, we have but 2 in the house, which at a very distant time stood, as it were, in a fruit dish. A dish of some threepence. Your honours have seen such dishes. They are not China dishes, but very good dishes.
Go to. No matter for the dish, sir.
No, indeed, sir. Not of a pin. You are therein in the right. But to the point. As I say this, Mistress Elbow, being, as I say, with child, and being great-bellied, and longing, as I said, for prunes, and having but 2 in the dish, as I said, Master Frothy, this very man, having eaten the rest, as I said, and as I say, paying for them very honestly. For as you know, Master Froth, I could not give you threepence again.
No, indeed.
Very well, you being then, if you be remembered, cracking the stones of the foresaid prunes.
Aye, sure I did indeed.
Why, very well, I telling you then, if you be remembered, that such a one and such a one were past cure of the thing you what of, unless they kept very good diet, as I told you.
All this is true.
Why, very well then!
Oh, you are a tedious fool to the purpose. What was done to Elbow's wife that he hath cause to complain of?
Come me to what was done to her.
Sir, your honour cannot come to that yet. But you shall come to it by your honour's leave. And I beseech you, sir, look into Master Frothy, sir. A man of 80 pounds a year, whose father died. At Hallowmas? 'Twas not at Hallowmas, Master Froth.
All Halland Eve.
Why, very well then, I hope here be truth. He, sir, sitting, as I say, in a lower chair, sir. 'Twas in the bunch of grapes where you have a delight to sit, have you not?
I have, sir. Because it is an open room and good for Quinta.
Why, very well then, I hope here be truth.
This will last out a night in Russia when nights are longest there. I'll take my leave and leave you to the hearing of the cause, hoping you'll find good cause to whip them all.
I think no less. Good morrow to your lordship. Now, sir, come on. What was done to Elbow's wife? Once more.
Once, ma'am. There was nothing done to her once.
I beseech your honor, ask him what this man did to my wife.
I beseech your honor, ask me.
But, sir, what did this gentleman to her?
And I beseech you, ma'am, look into this gentleman's face. Good Master Froth, look upon your honor. 'Tis for a good purpose. Yeah. Doth your honor mark his face?
Aye, very well.
Nay, I beseech you, mark it well.
Well, I do so.
Doth your honor see any harm in his face?
Why, no.
I'll be supposed upon a book. His face is the worst thing about him. Good then, if his face be the worst thing about him, how can Master Froth do the constable's wife any harm? I would know that of your honor.
He's in the right there, constable. What say you to it?
First, and it like you, the house is a respected house. Next, this a respected fellow and his mistress a respected woman.
By this hand, ma'am, his wife is a more respected person than any of us all.
Thou liest, wicked varlet. No, the time is yet to come she was ever respected. With man, woman, or child.
Ma'am, she was respected with him before he married with her.
Which is the wiser here, justice or iniquity? Is this true?
Oh, thou caitiff, thou varlet, thou wicked Hannibal. I respected with her before I married with her. If ever I respected with her, or she with me, let not your worship think me the poor duke's officer. What is your worship's pleasure I shall do with this wicked caitiff?
Truly, officer, because he hath some offences in him which thou wouldst discover if thou couldst, let him continue in his courses till thou knowest what they are.
Thank your worship for it. Thou seest now, thou varlet, what's to come on thee. Thou art to continue. Thou art to continue.
Where were you born, friend?
Here, in Vienna.
Are you of 80 pounds a year?
Yes, and it please you.
So, what trade are you of, sir?
A tapster. A poor widow's tapster.
Your mistress' name?
Mistress Overdone.
Has she had any more than one husband?
9, ma'am.
9?
Overdone by the last.
Come hither to me, Master Froth. Master Froth.
Yeah.
I would not have you acquainted with tapsters. They will draw you, Master Froth, and you will hang them. Get you gone, and let me hear no more of you.
I thank your worship. And for mine own part, I never come into a room in a tap house, but I am drawn in.
Well, no more of it. Farewell. Come you hither to me, Master Tapster. What's your name, Master Tapster?
Pompey.
What else?
Bum, ma'am.
Bum? Troth. And your bum is the greatest thing about you, so that in the beastliest sense, you are Pompey the Great. Oh, Pompey. You are partly a bawd, Pompey, howsoever you colour it, and being a tapster, are you not? Come, tell me true. It shall be the better for you.
Truly, ma'am, I am a poor fellow that would live.
How would you live, Pompey? By being a bawd. What think you of the trade, Pompey? Is it a lawful trade?
If the law would allow it, ma'am.
But the law will not allow it, Pompey, nor it shall not be allowed in Vienna.
Doth your worship mean to geld and splay all the youth of the city?
No, Pompey.
But truly, ma'am, in my poor opinion, they will do it then. If your honor will take order for the drabs and the knaves, you need not fear the bards.
There is pretty orders beginning, I can tell you. It is but heading and hanging.
If you head and hang all that offend that way, but for 10 years together, you'll be glad to give out a commission for more heads. If you live to see this come to pass, say Pompey told you so.
Thank you, good Pompey. And in requital of your prophecy, hark you. I advise you, let me not find you before me again upon any complaint whatsoever. No, not for dwelling where you do. If I do, Pompey, I shall have you whipped.
Whipped.
So, for this time, Pompey, fare you well.
I thank your worship for your good counsel. But I shall follow it as the flesh and fortune shall better determine. Whip me? No, no, let the carter whip his jade. The valiant hearts not whipped out of his trade.
Come hither to me, Master Elbow. Come hither, Master Constable. How long have you been in this place of constable?
7 years and a half, ma'am.
7.5 years.
I thought by the readiness in the office you had continued in it some time. You say 7 years together.
And a half, ma'am.
Alas, it hath been great pains to you. They do you wrong to put you so oft upon it. Are there not men in your ward sufficient to serve it?
Faith, ma'am, few of any wit in such matters. As they are chosen, they are glad to choose me for them. I do it for some piece of money and go through with all.
Look, you bring me the names of some 6 or 7, the most sufficient of your parish. Fare you well. It grieves me for the death of Claudio. But there's no remedy.
Lord Angelo is severe.
It is but needful. Mercy is not itself that oft looks so. Pardon is still the nurse of second woe. But yet, poor Claudio. There's no remedy. Come.
He's hearing of a cause. He will come straight. I'll tell him of you.
I pray you do. I'll know his pleasure. Maybe he will relent. Alas, he hath but as offended in a dream. All sects, all ages, smack of this vice. And he to die for it?
Now what's the matter, Provost?
Is it your will Claudio shall die tomorrow?
Did not I tell thee yea? Hast thou not order? Why dost thou ask again?
Well, lest I might be too rash. Under your good correction, I have seen when after execution, judgment hath repented o'er his doom.
Go to. Let that be mine. Do you your office, or give up your place, and you shall well be spared.
Crave your honour's pardon. What shall be done, sir, with the groaning Juliet? She is very near her hour.
Dispose of her to some more fitter place, and that with speed.
Here is the sister of the man condemned. Desires access to you.
Hath he a sister?
Aye, my good lord, a very virtuous maid, and shortly to be of a sisterhood, if not already.
Well, let her be admitted. See you the fornicatress be removed. Let her have needful but not lavish means. There shall be order for it.
Save your honour.
Stay a little while. You're welcome. What's your will?
I am a woeful suitor to your honour. Please, but your honour, hear me.
Well, what's your suit?
There is a vice that most I do abhor, and most desire should meet the blow of justice, for which I would not plead, but that I must, for which I must not plead, but that I am at war, twixt will and will not.
Well, the matter.
I have a brother is condemned to die. I do beseech you, let it be his fault, and not my brother.
Condemn the fault and not the actor of it. Why, every fault's condemned ere it be done. Mine were the very cipher of a function to find the faults, whose fine stands in record and let go by the actor.
Oh, just, but severe law. I had a brother then. Heaven keep your honour.
Give not Urso. To him again, entreat him. Kneel down before him, hang upon his gown. You are too cold.
Must he needs die?
Maiden, no remedy.
Yes, I do think that you might pardon him, and neither heaven nor man grieve at the mercy.
I will not do it.
But can you, if you would?
Look, what I will not, that I cannot do.
But might you do it, and do the world no wrong, if so your heart were touched with that remorse as mine is to him?
He's sentenced. It is too late.
You are too cold.
Too late, why no? I that do speak a word may call it again. Well, believe this. No ceremony that to great ones longs, not the king's crown, nor the deputed sword, the marshal's truncheon, nor the judge's robe, become them with one half so good a grace as mercy does. If he had been as you, and you as he, you would have slipped like him. But he, like you, would not have been so stern.
Pray you be gone.
I would to heaven I had your potency, and you were Isabel. Should it then be thus? No. I would tell what 'twere to be a judge, and what a prisoner.
Aye, touch him, there's the vein.
Your brother is a forfeit of the law, and you but waste your words.
Alas, alas, why all the souls that were forfeit once, and he, that might the vantage best have took, found out the remedy. How would you be if he, which is the top of judgment, should but judge you as you are? Oh, think on that. And mercy then will breathe within your lips, like man, new made.
Be you content, fair maid. It is the law, not I, condemn your brother. Were he my kinsman, brother, or my son, it should be thus with him. He must die tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, that's sudden. Spare him. Spare him. He's not prepared for death. Even for our kitchens, we kill the fowl of season. Shall we serve heaven with less respect than we do minister to our gross selves? Good my lord, bethink you. Who is it that hath died for this offence? There's many have committed it.
Aye, well said.
The law hath not been dead, though it hath slept. Those many had not dared to do that evil, if the first that did the edict infringe had answered for his deed. Now 'tis awake, takes note of what is done, and like a prophet looks in a glass that shows what future evils are now to have no successive degrees, but ere they live to end.
Yet show some pity.
I show it most of all when I show justice, for then I pity those I do not know. Your brother dies tomorrow, be content.
So you must be the first that gives this sentence, and he that suffers. Oh, it is excellent to have a giant's strength, but it is tyrannous to use it like a giant.
That's well said.
Could great men thunder as Jove himself does? Jove would ne'er be quiet. For every pelting petty officer would use his heaven for thunder, nothing but thunder. Merciful heaven, thou rather with thy sharp and sulphurous bolt splitst the unwedgeable and gnarled oak and the soft myrtle, but man, proud man, dressed in a little brief authority, most ignorant of what is most assured, his glassy essence, like an angry ape, plays such fantastic tricks before high heaven as makes the angels weep who with our spleens would all themselves laugh mortal.
Oh, to him, wench! He will relent, he's coming, I perceive it.
Pray heaven she win him. Great men may jest with saints, 'tis wit in them, but in the less foul profanation.
Thou're in the right, girl, more of that.
That in the captain's but a choleric word, which in the soldier is flat blasphemy.
Why do you put these sayings upon me?
Because authority, though it, like others, hath yet a kind of medicine in itself that skins the vice o'er the top. Go to your bosom, knock there, and ask your heart what it doth know that's like my brother's fault. If it confess a natural guiltiness, such as is his, let it not sound a thought upon your tongue against my brother's life.
She speaks, and 'tis such sense that my sense breeds with it. Fare you well.
Gentle my lord, turn back.
I will bethink me come again tomorrow.
Hark! How I'll bribe you, good my lord, turn back.
How bribe me?
I, with such gifts as heaven shall share with you.
He would mar all else.
Not with fond sickles of the tested gold, or stones, whose rate are either rich or poor as fancy values them, but with true prayers that shall be up at heaven and enter there ere sunrise, prayers from preserved souls, from fasting maids, whose minds are dedicated to nothing temporal.
Well, come to me tomorrow.
Go to, 'tis well, away.
Heaven keep your honour safe.
Amen. For I am that way going to temptation where prayers cross.
At what hour tomorrow shall I attend your lordship?
At any time for noon.
Save your honour.
From thee, even from thy virtue. What's this? What's this? Is this her fault or mine? The tempter or the tempted? Who sins most? Huh? Not she, nor doth she tempt. But it is I that lying by the violet in the sun do as the carrion does, not as the flower corrupt with virtuous season. Can it be that modesty may more betray our sense than woman's lightness? Having waste ground enough, shall we desire to raise the sanctuary and pitch our evils there? Oh, fie, fie, fie. What dost thou? Or what art thou, Angelo? Dost thou desire her foully for those things that make her good? Let her brother live. Thieves, for their robbery, have authority when judges steel themselves. What? Do I love her that I desire to hear her speak again and feast upon her eyes? What is't I dream on? Cunning enemy, that to catch a saint with saints dost bait thy hook. Most dangerous is that temptation that doth goad us on to sin in loving virtue. Never could the strumpet, with all her double vigour, art, and nature, once stir my temper. But this virtuous maid subdues me quite. Ever till now, when men were fond, I smiled and wondered how.
Hail to you, Provost. So I think you are?
I am the Provost. What's your will, good friar?
Bound by my charity and my blessed order, I come to visit the afflicted spirits here in the prison. Do me the common right to let me see them, and to make me know the nature of their crimes, that I may minister to them accordingly.
I would do more than that if more were needful. Look, here is one. She is with child, and he that got it, sentenced. A young man more fit to do another such offence than die for this.
When must he die?
As I do think, tomorrow. I have provided for you. Stay a while, and you shall be conducted.
Repent you, fair one, of the sin you carry.
I do, and bear the shame most patiently.
I'll teach you how you shall arraign your conscience and try your penitence, if it be sound or hollowly put on.
I'll gladly learn.
Love you the man that wronged you?
Yes, as I love the woman that wronged him.
So then it seems your most offenseful act was mutually committed.
Mutually.
Then was your sin of heavier kind than his?
I do confess it and repent it, Father.
'Tis meet so, daughter. But lest you do repent, as that the sin hath brought you to this shame.
I do repent me as it is an evil, and take the shame with joy. Oh.
There rest. Your partner, as I hear, must die tomorrow, and I am going with instruction to him. Grace go with you. Benedicite.
Must die tomorrow. Oh, injurious love that respites me a life whose very comfort is still a dying horror.
Pity of him.
When I would pray and think, I think and pray to several subjects. Heaven hath my empty words, whilst my invention, hearing not my tongue, anchors on Isabel. Heaven in my mouth, as if I did but only chew his name. And in my heart, the strong and swelling evil of my conception. The state whereon I studied is like a good thing being often read, grown sere and tedious. Like gravity, wherein, let no man hear me, I take pride. Could I with boot change for an idle plume which the air beats for vain? Oh, place. Oh, form. How often dost thou with thy case, thy habit, wrench all from fools, and tie the wiser souls to thy false seeming? Blood. Thou art blood. Let's write, good angel on the devil's horn. 'Tis now the devil's crest. Oh no. Who's there?
One Isabel, a sister, desires access to you.
Teach her the way. Heavens. Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making both it unable for itself and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? Oh no, fair maid.
I am come to know your pleasure.
That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what 'tis. Your brother cannot live.
Even so. Heaven keep your honour.
Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I. Yet he must die.
Under your sentence.
Yea.
When? I beseech you, that in his reprieve, longer or shorter, he may be so fitted that his soul sicken not.
Fie. These filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid.
To set down so in heaven, but not in earth.
Say you so? Then I shall pose you quickly. Which would you rather? That the most just law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained?
Sir, believe this, I had rather give my body than my soul.
I talk not of your soul.
How say you?
Nay, I'll not warrant that. For I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I, now the voice of the recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life?
Please you to do it. I'll take it as a peril to my soul. It is no sin at all, but charity.
Please you to do it at peril of your soul were equal poise of sin and charity.
That I do beg his life, if it be sin. Heaven let me bear it. You granting of my suit, if that be sin. I'll make it my morn prayer to have it added to the faults of mine, and nothing of your answer.
Nay, but hear me, your sense pursues not mine. Either you are ignorant or seem so crafty, and that's not good. To be received plain, I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die.
So?
And his offence is, so as it appears, accountant to the law upon that pain.
True.
Admit no other way to save his life, as I subscribe not that, nor any other, but in the loss of question, that you, his sister, finding yourself desired of such a person whose credit with the judge or own great place, could fetch your brother from the manacles of the all-binding law, and that there were no earthly mean to save him, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer, what would you do?
As much for my poor brother as myself. That is, were I under the terms of death, the impression of keen whips I'd wear as rubies, and strip myself to death as to a bed that longing have been sick for, ere I'd yield my body up to shame.
Then must your brother die.
And 'twere the cheaper way. Better it were a brother died at once, than that a sister, by redeeming him, should die forever.
Were not you then as cruel as the sentence that you've slandered so?
Ignominy in ransom and free pardon are of two houses. Lawful mercy is nothing kin to foul redemption.
you seemed of late to make the law a tyrant, and rather prove the sliding of your brother a merriment than a vice.
Oh, pardon me, my lord. It oft falls out to have what we would have, we speak not what we mean. I something to excuse the thing I hate for his advantage, which I dearly love.
We're all frail.
Else, let my brother die.
Nay, women are frail too.
Aye. As the glasses where they view themselves, which are as easy broke as they make forms. Women, help heaven. Men their creation mar in profiting by them. Nay, call us 10 times frail. For we are soft, as our complexions are, and credulous to false prints.
I think it well. And from this testimony of your own sex, since I suppose we are made to be no stronger than faults may shake our frames, let me be bold. I do arrest your words. Be that you are. That is, a woman. If you be more, you're none. If you be one, as you are well expressed by all external warrants, show it now by putting on the destined livery.
I have no tongue but one. Gentle my lord, let me entreat you speak the former language.
Plainly conceive I love you.
As my brother did love Juliet, and you tell me he shall die for it.
But he shall not, Isabel, if you give me love.
I know. Your virtue hath a license in't which seems a little fouler than it is to pluck on others.
Believe me, on mine honour, my words express my purpose.
Well, little honour to be much believed, and most pernicious purpose, seeming. I will proclaim thee, Angelo. Look for it. Sign me a present pardon for my brother, or with an outstretched throat I'll tell the world aloud what man thou art.
Who will believe thee, Isabel? My unsoiled name, the steerness of my life, my vows against you and my place of the state will sow your accusation overway, that you shall stifle in your own report and smell of calumny. I have begun, and now I give my sensual race the rein. Fit thy consent to my sharp appetite. Lay by all nicety and prolixious blushes that banish what they sue for. Redeem thy brother by yielding up thy body to my will, or else he must not only die the death, but thy unkindness shall his death draw out to lingering sufferance. Answer me tomorrow, or by the affection that now guides me most, I'll prove a tyrant to him. As for you, say what you can. My false o'erweighs your true.
To whom should I complain? did I tell this, who would believe me? Oh, perilous mouths that bear in them one and the self-same tongue, either of condemnation or reproof, bidding the law make curtsy to their will, hooking both right and wrong to their appetite, to follow as it draws. I'll to my brother, though he hath fallen by prompture of the blood, yet hath he in him such a mind of honour, that had he 20 heads to tender down on 20 bloody blocks, he'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorred pollution. Then, Isabel, live chaste, and brother, die. More than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell him yet of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest.
So then you hope a pardon from Lord Angelo?
The miserable have no other medicine, but only hope. I have hope to live and am prepared to die.
Be absolute for death. Either death or life shall thereby be the sweeter. Reason thus with life. If I do lose thee, I do lose a thing that none but fools would keep. A breath thou art, servile to all the skyey influences that thus this habitation where thou keepst hourly afflict. Merely thou art death's fool. For him thou labourest by thy flight to shun, and yet runs towards him still. Thou art not noble. For all the accommodations that thou bearest are nursed by baseness. Thou art by no means valiant, for thou dost fear the soft and tender fork of a poor worm. Thy best of rest is sleep, and that thou oft provokest, and yet grossly fear'st thy death, which is no more. Happy thou art not, for what thou hast not, still thou strivest to get. And what thou hast, forgetst. Oh, thou art not certain. For thy complexion shifts to strange effects after the moon. If thou art rich, thou art poor. For like an ass whose back with ingots bows, thou bearest thy heavy riches but a journey, and death unloads thee. Thou hast nor youth nor age, but as it were an after-dinner sleep, dreaming on both. And when thou art old and rich, thou hast neither heat, affection, limb, nor beauty to make thy riches pleasant. What's yet in this that bears the name of life? Yet in this life lie hid more thousand deaths. Yet death we fear, to make these odds all even.
I humbly thank you. To sue to live, I find I seek to die. And seeking death, find life. Let it come on.
What ho, peace here, grace and good company.
Who's there?
Dear sir, Ere long, I'll visit you again.
Most holy sir, I thank you.
My business is a word or two with Claudio.
I'm very welcome. Look, Signor, here's your sister.
Provost, a word with you.
As many as you please.
Bring me to hear them speak where I may be concealed.
Now, sister, what's the comfort?
Why? As all comforts are, most good. Most good indeed. Lord Angelo, having affairs to heaven, intends you for his swift ambassador, where you shall be an everlasting lieger. Therefore your best appointment make with speed. Tomorrow you set on.
Is there no remedy?
None. But such remedy as to save a head, to cleave a heart in twain.
But is there any?
Yes, brother, you may live. There is a devilish mercy in the judge, if you'll implore it, that will free your life, but fetter you till death.
Perpetual durance.
By just perpetual durance, a restraint, though all the world's vastity you had, to a determined scope.
But in what nature?
And such a one as you consenting to it would bark your honour from that trunk you bear and leave you naked.
Let me know the point.
Oh, I do fear thee, Claudio. And I quake, lest thou a feverous life shouldst entertain, and 6 or 7 winters more respect than a perpetual honour. Darest thou die? The sense of death is most in apprehension, and the poor beetle that we tread upon in corporal sufferance finds a pang as great as when a giant dies.
Why give you me this shame? Think you I can a resolution fetch from flowery tenderness? If I must die, I will encounter darkness as a bride and hug it in mine arms.
There spake my brother. There my father's grave did utter forth a voice. Yes, thou must die. Thou art too noble to conserve a life in base appliances. This outward sainted deputy, whose settled visage and deliberate word nips youth in the head, is yet a devil. His filth within being cast, he would appear a pond as deep as hell.
The Prenzi Angelo.
Oh, 'tis a cunning livery of hell. Dost thou think, Claudio, if I would yield him my virginity, thou mightst be free?
Heavens, it cannot be.
This night's the time that I must do what I abhor to name, or else thou diest tomorrow.
Thou shalt not do it.
Or were it but my life, I'd throw it down for your deliverance, as frankly as a pin.
Thanks, dear Isabel.
Be ready, Claudio, for your death tomorrow.
Yes. As the affections in him that thus can make him bite the law by the nose when he would force it. Sure, it is no sin. Or of the deadly 7, it is the least.
Which is the least?
If it were damnable, he being so wise, why would he, for the momentary trick, be perdurably fined? Oh, Isabel.
What says my brother?
Death is a fearful thing.
And shamed life a hateful.
Aye, but to die and go we know not where. To lie in cold obstruction and to rot. This sensible, warm motion to become a needed clod, and the delighted spirit to bathe in fiery floods, or to reside in thrilling region of thick-ribbed ice. To be imprisoned in the viewless winds and blown with restless violence round about the pendant world, or to be worst and worst of those that lawless and uncertain thought imagine howling, 'tis too horrible. The weariest and most loathed worldly life that age, ache, penury, and imprisonment can lay on nature is a paradise to what we fear of death.
Alas, alas.
Sweet sister, let me live. What sin you do to save a brother's life, nature dispenses with the deed so far that it becomes a virtue.
Oh, you beast! Oh, faithless coward! Oh, dishonest wretch! Wilt thou be made a man out of my vice? It's not a kind of incest to take life from thine own sister's shame. What should I think? Heaven's shield! My mother played my father fair. For such a warped slip of wilderness ne'er issued from his blood. Take my defiance, die, perish! But my bending down reprieve thee from thy fate. It should proceed. I'll pray 1,000 prayers for thy death. No word to save thee.
Nay, hear me, Isabella.
Oh, fie! Thy sin's not accidental, but a trade. Mercy to thee would prove itself a bawd. 'Tis best thou diest quickly.
Hear me, Isabella.
Vouchsafe a word, young sister, but one word.
What is your will?
Might you dispense with your leisure, I would by and by have some speech with you.
I have no superfluous leisure. My stay must be stolen out of other affairs. But I will attend you a while.
Son, I have overheard what has passed between you and your sister. Angelo had never the purpose to corrupt her. Only he has made an essay of her virtue, to practice his judgment with the disposition of natures. She, having the truth of honour in her, hath made him that gracious denial which he is most glad to receive. I am confessor to Angelo, and I know this to be true. Tomorrow you must die.
Let me ask my sister pardon. I'm so out of love with life that I will sue to be rid of it.
Hold you there. Provost, a word with you. Farewell.
What's your will, father?
That now you'll come, you will be gone. Leave me a while with the maid. My mind promises with my habit. No loss shall touch her by my company.
In good time.
The hand that hath made you fair hath made you good. The goodness that is cheap in beauty makes beauty brief in goodness. But grace, being the soul of your complexion, shall keep the body of it ever fair. The assault that Angelo hath made to you, fortune hath conveyed to my understanding. And but that frailty hath examples for his falling. I should wonder at Angelo. How will you do to content this substitute and to save your brother?
I am now going to resolve him. I had rather my brother die by the law than my son should be unlawfully born. But oh, how much is the good Duke deceived in Angelo? If ever he return, and I can speak to him, I will discover his government.
Yet as the matter now stands, he will avoid your accusation. He made trial of you only. Therefore, fasten your ear on my advisings. To the love I have in doing good, a remedy presents itself. Have you not heard speak of Mariana, the sister of Frederick, the great soldier who miscarried at sea?
I have heard of the lady, and good words went with her name.
She should this Angelo have married, was affianced to her by oath, and the nuptial appointed, between which time of the contract and the limit of the solemnity, her brother Frederick was wrecked at sea, having in that perished vessel the dowry of his sister. There she lost a noble and renowned brother. With him, her marriage dowry, with both, her combinate husband, this well-seeming Angelo.
Can this be so? Did Angelo so leave her?
Oh, left her in her tears, and dried not one of them with his comfort, swallowed his vows whole, pretending in her discoveries of dishonour, and he, a marble to her tears, is washed with them, but relents not.
What a merit were it in death, to take this poor maid from the world. What corruption in this life that it will let this man live. But how out of this can she avail?
It is a rupture that you may easily heal. And the cure of it not only saves your brother, but keeps you from dishonour in doing it.
Show me how, good father.
Go you to Angelo. Answer his requiring with a plausible obedience. Agree with his demands to the point, only refer yourself to this advantage first, that your stay with him may not be long, that the time may have all shadow and silence in it, and now follows all. We shall advise this wronged maid to go in your place. If the encounter acknowledge itself hereafter, it may compel him to her recompense. And here, by this, is your brother saved, your honour untainted, the poor Mariana advantaged, and the corrupt deputy scaled. The doubleness of the benefit defends the deceit from reproof. What think you of it?
The image of it gives me content already. And I trust it will grow to a most prosperous perfection.
It lies much in your holding up. Haste you speedily to Angelo. I will presently to St. Luke's. There, at the moated grange, resides this dejected Mariana. At that place, call upon me. And dispatch with Angelo that it may be quickly.
I thank you for this comfort. Fare ye well, good father!
Come your way, sir!
Oh, heavens, what stuff is here?
Nay, there be no remedy for it. If you will needs buy and sell men and women like beasts.
What offence hath this man made you, sir?
Marry, sir, he hath offended the law. And, sir, we take him to be a thief too, sir. He must before the deputy. He hath given him warning. The deputy cannot abide a whoremaster. His neck will come to your waist. A cord, sir.
I spy comfort. I cry bail. He's a gentleman and a friend of mine.
How now, noble Pompey? What are the wheels of Caesar? Art thou led in triumph? What reply, huh? What says thou to this tune, matter, and method? Is not drowned in the last rain, huh? What says thou, Trot? Is the world as it was, man? Which is the way? Is it sad in few words, or how? The trick of it. How doth my dear morsel, thy mistress, procure she still, huh?
Troth, sir, she hath eaten up all her beef, and she herself is in the tub.
Why, 'tis good, 'tis the right of it, it must be so. Art going to prison, Pompey?
Yes, faith, sir.
Why, 'tis not amiss, Pompey. Farewell, go, say I sent thee thither. For debt, Pompey, or how?
For being aboard. For being aboard.
Well then, imprison him. If imprisonment be the due of a board, why, 'tis his right. Board is he, doubtless, and of antiquity too. Board.
I hope, sir, your good worship will be my bail.
No, indeed will I not, Pompey. 'Tis not the where. I will pray, Pompey, to increase your bondage. If you take it not patiently, why your metal is the more. Adieu, trusty Pompey. Bless you, friar.
And you.
Come your way, sir.
Does Bridget paint so, Pompey, huh?
You will not bail me then, sir.
Then, Pompey, nor now. What news abroad, friar? What news?
Come your way, sir.
Go to kennel, Pompey, go! Elbow. What news, friar, of the Duke?
I know none. Can you tell me of any?
Some say he is with the Emperor of Russia. Others some, he is in Rome. But where is he, think you?
I know not where. But wheresoever, I wish him well.
It was a mad, fantastical trick of him to steal from the state and usurp the beggary he was never born to. Lord Angelo dukes it well in his absence. He puts transgression to it.
He does well in it.
A little more lenity to lechery would do no harm in him. Something too crabbed that way, Friar.
It is too general a vice, and severity must cure it.
Yes, but it is impossible to extirp it quite till eating and drinking be put down. They say this Angelo was not made by man and woman after this downright way of creation. Is it true, think you?
Well, how should he be made, then?
Some report a sea maid spawned him. Some he was begot between two stockfishes. But it is certain that when he makes water, his urine is congealed ice. That I know to be true.
Well, you are pleasant, sir, and speak apace.
What a ruthless thing is this in him, for the rebellion of a codpiece, to take away the life of a man. Would the Duke that is absent have done this? He had some feeling of the sport. He knew the service, and that instructed him to mercy.
I never heard the absent Duke much detected for women. He was not inclined that way.
Oh, sir, you are deceived.
'Tis not possible.
Who, not the Duke? Yes. Your beggar of 50. And his use was to put a ducat in her clack dish. The Duke had crotchets in him. He would be drunk too, that let me inform you.
Oh, you're doing wrong, surely.
Sir, I was an inward of his. A shy fellow was the Duke, and I believe I know the cause of his withdrawing.
And what, I prithee, might be the cause?
No, pardon, 'tis a secret must be locked within the teeth and lips. But this I can let you understand. The greater file of the subject held the Duke to be wise.
Wise? Why, no question but he was.
A very unweighing, superficial, ignorant fellow.
Either this is envy in you, folly, or mistaking. Or, if your knowledge be more, it is much darkened in your malice.
Sir, I know him and I love him.
Love talks with better knowledge, and knowledge with dearer love.
Come, sir, I know what I know.
Well, I can hardly believe that, since you know not what you speak. But if ever the Duke return, as our prayers are he may, let me desire to make your answer before him. I'm bound to call upon you, and I pray you, your name?
Sir, my name is Lucio. Well known to the Duke.
Oh, he shall know you better, sir, if I may live to report you.
Would the Duke we talk of were returned again. This ungenitured agent will unpeople the province with continency. Sparrows must not build in his house eaves because they are lecherous. The Duke yet would have dark deeds darkly answered. He would never bring them to light. Would he were returned? Farewell, good friar. I prithee, pray for me. The Duke, I say to thee again, would eat mutton on Fridays. He's now past it. Yet, and I say to thee, he would mouth with a beggar, though she smelt brown bread and garlic. Say that I said so. Farewell.
No might, nor greatness in mortality can sense the escape. What king so strong can tie the gall up in the slanderer's tongue?
Go away with us to prison!
Good, my lady, be good to me! Your honour is accounted a merciful woman! Good, my lady!
Double and treble admonition and still forfeit in the same kind. This would make Mercy swear and prove the tyrant.
A board of 11 years continuance, may it please your honour.
Good, my lady. This is one Lucio's information against me. Mistress Kate Kingdown was with child by him in the Duke's time. He promised her marriage. His child is 1.25 years old. Come Philip and Jacob.
Philip and Jacob.
I kept it myself. And see how he goes about to abuse me.
Go to. No more words. Provost, my brother Angelo will not be altered. Claudio must die tomorrow.
So please you, this friar hath been with him and advised him for the entertainment of death.
Good even, good father.
Bliss and goodness on you.
Of whence are you?
I'm not of this country.
What news abroad in the world?
None. But that there is scarce truth enough alive to make society secure. A novelty only is in request. Much upon this riddle runs the wisdom of the world. Oh, this news is old enough, and yet it is every day's news. I pray you tell me, of what disposition was the Duke?
One that, above all other strifes, contended especially to know himself.
What pleasure was he given to?
Rather rejoicing to see another merry than merry at anything which professed to make him rejoice. A gentleman of all temperance. But leave we him to his events with a prayer they may prove prosperous, and let me desire to know how you find Claudio prepared.
He most willingly humbles himself to the determination of justice. He is resolved to die.
I have laboured for the poor gentleman to the extremest shore of my modesty, but my brother Justice have I found so severe that he hath forced me to tell him he is indeed Justice.
If his own life answer the straightness of his proceeding, it shall become him well. Wherein if he chance to fail, he hath sentenced himself.
I'm going to visit the prisoner. Fare you well.
Peace be with you. He who the sword of heaven will bear should be as holy as severe, pattern in himself to know, grace to stand and virtue go, more nor less to others paying than by self-offences weighing. Shame to him whose cruel striking kills for faults of his own liking. Twice treble shame on Angelo to weed my vice and let his grow. Ah, what may man within him hide, though angel on the outward side? Craft against vice I must apply. With Angelo tonight shall lie his old betrothed but despised. So, disguise shall by the disguised pay with falsehood false exacting, and perform an old contracting.
has mislaid the moon, but my kisses bring again, bring again, bring again seals of love, but sealed in vain, sealed in vain, sealed in vain.
Break off thy song, and haste thee quick away. I cry you mercy, sir, and well could wish you had not found me here so musical. Let me, excuse me, and believe me so, my mirth it much displeased, but pleased my woe.
'Tis good. Though music oft hath such a charm to make bad good, and good provoke to harm. I pray you tell me, hath anybody inquired for me here today? Much upon this time have I promised here to meet.
You have not been inquired after. I've sat here all day.
I do constantly believe you. The time is come, even now. I shall crave your forbearance a little. Maybe I will call upon you anon for some advantage to yourself.
I am always bound to you.
Very well met, and welcome. What is the news from this good deputy?
He hath a garden circummured with brick, whose western side is with a vineyard backed, and to that vineyard is a planched gate that makes his opening with this bigger key, this other, doth command a little door, which from the vineyard to the garden leads. There have I made my promise, upon the heavy middle of the night to call upon him. He did show me the way twice o'er.
I have not yet made known to Mariana a word of this. What ho, within, come forth. I pray you, be acquainted with this maid. She comes to do you good.
I do desire the like.
Do you persuade yourself that I respect you?
Good friar, I know you do, and have found it.
Take then this your companion by the hand, who hath a story ready for your ear. I shall attend your leisure, but make haste. The vaporous night approaches.
Wilt please you walk aside?
Welcome. How agreed?
She'll take the enterprise upon her, father, if you advise it. Little have you to say when you depart from him, but soft and low, remember now my brother.
Fear me not.
He is your husband on a pre-contract. To bring you thus together, 'tis no sin. Sith that the justice of your title to him doth flourish the deceit. Well, come, let us go. Our corns to reap, for yet our tithes to sow.
Come hither, Sirrah. Can you cut off a man's head?
If the man be a bachelor, ma'am, I can. But if he be a married man, he's his wife's head, and I can never cut off a woman's head.
Come, sir, leave me your snatches and yield me a direct answer. Tomorrow morning are to die Claudio and Barnardine. Here is in our prison a common executioner who in his office lacks a helper. If you will take it on you to assist him, it shall redeem you from your gyves. If not, you shall have your full time of imprisonment. And your deliverance with an unpitied whipping, for you have been a notorious bawd.
Ma'am, I have been an unlawful bawd, time out of mind. And yet I'll be content to be a lawful hangman. I'll be glad to receive some instruction from my fellow partner.
What ho, a porson! Where's a porson there?
Do you call, ma'am?
Sirrah, here's a fellow will help you tomorrow in your execution. If you think it meet, let him abide here with you. If not, use him for the present and dismiss him. He cannot plead his estimation with you. He hath been a bawd.
A bawd, ma'am! Fie upon him! He will discredit our mystery.
Go to, sir. You weigh equally. A feather will turn the scale.
Do you call, sir, your occupation a mystery?
Aye, sir, a mystery.
Painting, sir, I have heard say is a mystery. And your whores, sir, being members of my occupation, using painting do prove my occupation a mystery. But what mystery there should be in hanging? If I should be hanged, I cannot imagine.
Sir, it is a mystery.
Proof.
Every true man's apparel fits your thief. If it be too little for your thief, your true man thinks it big enough. If it be too big for your thief thinks it little enough. So every true man's apparel fits your thief.
Are you agreed?
I will serve him.
You, Sirrah, provide your axe tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
Come on, bawd. I will instruct thee in my trade. Follow.
I do desire to learn, sir.
Call hither Barnardine and Claudio. The one has my pity, not a jot the other, being a murderer, though he were my brother. Look, here's the warrant, Claudio, for thy death. It is now dead midnight, and by 8 tomorrow thou must be made immortal. Where's Barnardine?
Fast locked up in sleep. He will not wake.
Who can do good on him? Well, go. Prepare yourself. But hark, what noise? Heaven give your spirits comfort by and by. I hope this is some pardon or reprieve for the most gentle Claudio. Oh, welcome, Father.
The best and wholesomest spirits of the night envelop you, good provost. Who called here of late?
None since the curfew rung.
Not Isabel?
No.
They will then, ere it be long. Have you no countermand for Claudio yet?
None, sir, none.
My lord hath sent you this note, and by me this further charge, that you swerve not from the smallest article of it, neither in time, matter, or other circumstance. Good morrow, for as I take it, it is almost day.
I shall obey him.
Now? What news?
Whatsoever you may hear to the contrary, let Claudio be executed by 4 of the clock. And in the afternoon, Barnardine. For my better satisfaction, let me have Claudio's head sent to me by 5. Thus fail not to do your office, as you will answer it at your peril. What say you to this, sir?
What is that Barnardine who is to be executed in the afternoon?
A Bohemian born. One that is a prisoner 9 years old.
Hath he borne himself penitently in prison? How seems he to be touched?
A man that apprehends death no more dreadfully but as a drunken sleep. Careless, reckless, and fearless of what's past, present, or to come, insensible of mortality, and desperately mortal.
He wants advice.
He will hear none. He hath evermore had the liberty of the prison. Give him leave to escape hence, he would not. Drunk many times a day, if not many days, entirely drunk. We have very oft awaked him, as if to carry him to execution, and showed him a seeming warrant for it. It hath not moved him at all.
But more of him anon. There is written in your brow, Provost, honesty and constancy. I will lay myself in hazard. Claudio, whom here you have warrants to execute, is no greater forfeit to the law than Angelo who has sentenced him. To make you understand this, I crave but 4 days' respite, for the which you are to do me both a present and a dangerous courtesy.
Pray, sir, in what?
In the delaying death.
Alack, how may I do it? Having the hour limited and an express command under penalty to deliver his head in view of Angelo.
Let this Barnardine be this morning executed, and his head borne to Angelo.
Angelo hath seen them both, and will discover the favour.
Oh, death's a great disguiser. And you may add to it, shave the head, and say it was the desire of the penitent to be so bared before his death. You know the course is common.
Pardon me, good father. It is against my oath.
Were you sworn to the Duke or to the deputy?
To him and to his substitute.
You will think you have made no offence if the Duke avouch the justice of your dealing?
But what likelihood is in that?
Well, not a resemblance, but a certainty. For look you, friend, here is the hand and seal of the Duke. You know the character, I doubt not, and the signet is not strange to you?
I know them both.
The contents of this is the return of the Duke. You shall anon overread it at your pleasure, where you shall find within these 2 days he will be here. This is a thing that Angelo knows not. Oh, look. The unfolding star calls up the shepherd. Put not yourself into amazement how these things should be. All difficulties are but easy when they are known. Call your executioner, and off with Barnardine's head. I will give him a present shrift and advise him for a better place. Yet you are amazed. But this shall absolutely resolve you. Come away. It is almost clear dawn.
Come on now. Come on. That's it. That's it.
Here as I was in our house of profession.
Bobby! Bum!
One would think it were Mistress Obadon's own house, for here be many of her old customers. First, here's young Master Rash. And then is there here one Master Caper at the suit of Master Three-Pile the Mercer for some 4 suits of peach-colored satin, which now peaches him a beggar. You see what I did there? Peach. It's funny on camera. Then is there here young Dizzy, and Master Deep Vow, Master Copper Spur, and Master Starve Lucky, the rapier and dagger man. Oh, and young Drop Air that killed Lusty Pudding. And Master Forthright, the Tilter, and brave Master Shoe Tie, the great traveler. And Wild Half Can. Easy, man. I don't want no problems. Sorry. She stabbed Potts. And I think 40 more. All great doers in our trade. And now, at the Lord's mercy.
Sirrah!
What, man?
Bring Barnardine hither.
Master Barnardine, you must rise. You must rise and be behind Master Barnardine.
What ho! Barnardine!
A pox on your throats! Who makes that noise there? What are ya?
Your friend, sir, the hangman. You must be so good, sir, to rise and be put to death.
Away, you rogue, away! I'm sleepy.
Tell him he must awaken that quickly too.
Pray, Master Barnardine, awake till you're executed and sleep afterwards.
Go in to him and fetch him out.
He is coming, sir, he is coming. I hear his straw rustle.
Oh, now a bosun. What's the news with you?
Truly, sir, I would desire you to clap into your prayers, for look you, the warrants come.
The warrants come.
You rogue. I've been drinking all night. I'm not fitted for it.
Oh, the better, sir, for he that drinks all night and is hanged betimes in the morning shall sleep the better all the next day.
Look you, sir, here comes your ghostly father. Do we jest now, think you?
Sir, induced by my charity, whoa! And hearing how hastily you are to depart, I'm come to advise you, comfort you, and pray with you.
Friar, not I. I've been drinking hard all night, and I would have more time to prepare me, or they'll beat up me brains with billets. Right there! I'll not consent to die this day, that's for certain.
Oh, sir, you must, and therefore I beseech you, look forward on the journey you shall go.
I swear I'll not die today for any man's persuasion.
But hear you!
Not a word! If you have anything more to say to me, come to my ward, for thence will not I today. Up.
Unfit to live or die. Oh, gravel heart! After him, fellow. Bring him to the block.
Go on. Come on. Go on.
Here, in the prison, Father, there died this morning of a cruel fever one Ragozine, a most notorious pirate. A man of Claudio's years, and his hair just of his colour. What if we do omit this reprobate till he were well inclined, and satisfy the deputy with the visage of Ragozine, more like to Claudio?
Oh, 'tis an accident that heaven provides. Dispatch and send the head to Angelo.
Here is the head. I'll carry it myself.
Convenient, is it? Ah! Oh! Make a swift return, for I would commune with you of such things that want no ear but yours.
I'll make all speed.
The tongue of Isabel. She's come to know if yet her brother's pardon be come hither. But I will keep her ignorant of her good, to make her heavenly comforts of despair when it is least expected.
Oh, by your leave.
Good morning to you, fair and gracious daughter.
The better given me by so holy a man, hath yet the deputy sent my brother's pardon.
He hath released him, Isabel, from the world. His head is often sent to Angelo.
Nay, but it is not so.
It is no other. Show your wisdom, daughter, and your close patience.
Oh, I will to him and pluck out his eyes.
You shall not be admitted to his sight.
Unhappy Claudio, wretched Isabel, injurious world, my damned Angelo!
This nor hurts him, nor profits you a jot. Now mark what I say. The Duke comes home tomorrow. If you can pace your wisdom in that good path that I would wish it go, and you shall have revenges to your heart.
I am directed by you.
This letter, then, to Friar Thomas give, and he will bring you straight before the Duke and to the head of this Lord Angelo. Accuse him home and home. For my poor self, I am combined by a sacred vow and shall be absent. Wend you with this letter. Command these fretting waters from your eyes with a light heart. Trust not my holy order if I pervert your course. Who's here?
Even, Friar, where's the provost?
Not within, sir.
Oh, pretty Isabella, I am pale at mine heart to see thine eyes so red. By my troth, Isabel, I love thy brother. If the old fantastical Duke of Dark Corners had been at home, he had lived.
Sir, the Duke is marvellous little beholding to your reports, but the best is he lives not in them.
Friar, thou knowest not the Duke so well as I do. He's a better woodman than thou takes him for.
Well, you'll answer for this one day. Fare you well.
Nay, tarry, I'll go along with thee. I can tell thee pretty tales of the Duke.
Well, you've told me too many of them already, sir.
I was once before him for getting a wench with child.
Did you such a thing?
Yes, married, did I? Kate Keepdown. But I'd fain to forswear it, they would else have married me to the rotten meddler.
Sir, your company is fairer than honest. Rest you well.
By my troth, I'll go with thee to the lane's end. If bawdy talk offend you, will have very little of it. Nay, Friar, I'm a kind of burr. I shall stick.
Every letter he hath writ hath disvouched other.
Most uneven and distracted manner. His actions show much like to madness. I pray heaven his wisdom be not tainted. And why meet him at the gates and redeliver our authorities there?
I guess not.
And why should we proclaim it in an hour before his entering that if any crave redress of injustice, they should exhibit their petitions in the street?
He shows his reason for that. To have a dispatch of complaints, and to deliver us from devices hereafter that shall then have no power to stand against us.
Well, I beseech you, let it be proclaimed.
I shall, sir. Fare you well.
Good night. This deed unshapes me quite. Makes me unpregnant and dull to all proceedings. A deflowered maid, and by an eminent body that enforced the law against it. But that a tender shame will not proclaim against her maiden loss. How might she tongue me? Yet reason dares her no, for my authority bears of a credent bulk that no particular scandal once can touch, but it confounds the breather. He should have lived, save that his riotous youth with dangerous sense might in the times to come obtain revenge by so receiving a dishonoured life with ransom of such shame. Would yet he had lived. Alack, when once our grace we have forgot, nothing goes right. We would, and we would not.
Ha! These letters at fit time deliver me. The provost knows our purpose and our plot, and hold you ever to our special drift, though sometimes you do blench from this to that, as cause doth minister. Well, go! Bid them bring the trumpets to the gate.
It shall be speeded well.
To speak so indirectly, I am loath. I would say the truth. Sure to accuse Angelo, that is your part. Yet I am advised to do it, he says, to veil full purpose.
Be ruled by him.
Well, peace. Friar Thomas has come.
Come, I have found you out to stand most fit, where you may have such vantage on the Duke he shall not pass you. Twice hath the trumpet sounded, the Duke is entering, therefore hence away.
My very worthy cousin, fairly met. Our good and faithful friend. We're glad to see you.
Happy return be to your royal grace.
Many hearty thankings to you both. Oh. We made inquiry of you, and we hear such goodness of your justice that our soul cannot but yield you forth to public thanks.
You make my bonds still greater.
Oh, your desert speaks loud, and I should wrong it to lock it in the wards of covert bosom, when it deserves with characters of brass, a forted residence against the tooth of time and razier of oblivion. Give me your hand, and let the subject see. Well, come, Aeschylus. You must walk by us on our other hand, and good supporters are you.
Now is your time. Speak loud and kneel before him.
Justice, Royal Duke! Dishonour not your eye by throwing it on any other object, till you have heard me in my true complaint and given me justice, 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 justice!
Relate your wrongs. In what? By whom? Be brief. Here is Lord Angelo shall give you justice. Reveal yourself to him.
O worthy Duke, you bid me seek redemption of the devil. Hear me yourself. Oh, hear me here.
My lord, her wits, I fear me, are not firm. She hath been a suitor to me for her brother cut off by course of justice.
By course of justice?
And she will speak most bitterly and strange.
Most strange? But yet most truly will I speak. That Angelo's forsworn, is it not strange? That Angelo's a murderer, it's not strange. That Angelo's an adulterous thief, an hypocrite, a virgin violator! Is it not strange and strange?
Well, nay, it is 10 times strange.
If it is not true he is Angelo, then this is all as true as it is strange.
What would you say?
I am the sister of one Claudio, condemned upon the act of fornication to lose his head, condemned by Angelo. I, in probation of a sisterhood, was sent to by my brother one Lucio, as then the messenger.
That's I. And like your grace, I came to her from Claudio, and desired her to try her gracious fortune with Lord Angelo for her poor brother's pardon.
That's he, indeed.
You were not bid to speak.
No, my good lord, nor wish to hold my peace.
I wish you now, then. Pray you take note.
I warrant, your honour.
The warrant's for yourself. Take heed to it.
This gentleman told somewhat of my tale.
Right. It may be right, But you are in the wrong to speak before your time. Proceed.
I went to this pernicious, caitiff deputy.
That's somewhat madly spoken.
Pardon it, the phrases to the matter. In brief, to set the needless process by. He would not, but by gift of my chaste body, to his concupiscible, intemperate lust, release my brother, and after much debatement, my sisterly remorse confutes mine honour, and I did yield to him. But the next morn betimes his purpose surfeiting, he sends a warrant for my poor brother's head.
Oh, this is most likely.
That it were as like as it is true.
By heaven, fond wretch, thou knowst not what thou speakst. Or else thou art suborned against his honour in hateful practice. First, his integrity stands without blemish. Next, it imports no reason that with such vehemency he should pursue faults proper to himself. If he had so offended, he would have weighed thy brother by himself and not have cut him off. Someone has set you on. Confess the truth and say by whose advice thou camest here to complain.
And is this all? And oh, you blessed ministers above, keep me in patience, and with ripened time unfold the evil that is here wrapped up in countenance. Heaven shield your grace from woe, as I thus wronged, hence unbelieved go.
Oh, I know you'd fain be gone. An officer, to prison with her. Shall we thus permit a blasting and a scandalous breath to fall on him so near us? This needs must be a practice. Who knew of your intent in coming hither?
What that I would were he a Friar Lodowick?
Ah, ghostly father belike. Who knows that Lodowick?
My lord, I know him. 'Tis a meddling friar. I do not like the man. Had he been lay, my lord, for certain words he spake against your grace and your retirement, I'd swinged him soundly.
Words against me? Well, let this good friar be found.
But yes, tonight, she and that friar, I saw them at the prison. A saucy friar, a very scurvy fellow.
Blessed be your royal grace. I have stood by, my lord, and I have heard your royal ear abused. First hath this woman most wrongfully accused your substitute, who is as free from touch or soil with her as she from one ungod.
We did believe no less. Know you this Friar Lodowick that she speaks of?
I know him for a man divine and holy, not scurvy nor a temporary meddler as he's reported by this gentleman.
My lord, most villainously believe it.
Lodowick in time may come to clear himself. First for this woman, to justify this worthy nobleman, so vulgarly and personally accused. Her shall you hear disprove it to her eyes, till she herself confess it.
Good friar, let's hear it. Do you not smile at this, Lord Angelo? Oh, heaven. The vanity of wretched fools. Give us some seats. Come, cousin Angelo, in this I'll be impartial. Be you judge of your own cause. Is this a witness, friar? First let her show her face, and after speak.
Pardon, my lord, I will not show my face until my husband bids me.
What, are you married?
No, my lord.
You're maid?
No, my lord.
Well, a widow then?
Neither, my lord.
Are you nothing then? Neither maid, widow, nor wife?
She may be a punk, my lord, for many of them are neither maid, widow, nor wife.
Silence that fellow.
Well, my lord.
My lord, I do confess I ne'er was married, and I confess besides I am no maid. I have known my husband, yet my husband knows not that ever he knew me.
He was drunk then, my lord. It can be no better.
For the benefit of silence, would thou work so too?
Well, my lord.
She that accuses him of fornication, in self-same manner doth accuse my husband, and charges him, my lord, with such a time, when I'll depose I had him in mine arms with all the effect of love.
Charges she more than me?
Not that I know.
No? You say your husband?
Why, just, my lord. And that is Angelo, who thinks he knows that he ne'er knew my body, but knows, he thinks, that he knows Isabel's.
This is a strange abuse. Let's see thy face.
My husband bids me. Now I will unmask. This is the face, thou cruel Angelo, which once thou swarest was worth the looking on. This is the hand, which with a vowed contract was fast belocked in thine. This is the body that took away the match from Isabel, and did supply thee at thy garden house in her imagined person.
Know you this woman?
Carnally, she says.
Sirrah, no more!
Enough, my lord.
My lord, I must confess I know this woman. And 5 years since there was some speech of marriage betwixt myself and her, which was broke off in part for that her promised proportions came short of composition, but in chief for that her reputation was disvalued in levity. Since which time of 5 years I never spake with her, saw her, nor heard from her upon my faith and honour.
Noble prince, as there comes light from heaven and words from breath, as there is sense in truth and truth in virtue, I am affianced this man's wife as strongly as words could make up vows. And my good lord, but Tuesday night last gone in's garden house, he knew me as a wife.
I did but smile till now. Now, good my lord, give me the scope of justice. My patience here is touched. I do perceive these poor informal women are no more but instruments of some more mightier member that sets them on. Let me have way, my lord, to find this practice out.
Aye, with my heart. And punish them to your height of pleasure. You, Aeschylus, sit with my cousin. Find out this abuse whence 'tis derived. There is another friar that set them on. Let him be sent for.
Your provost knows the place where he abides, and she may fetch him.
Go, do it instantly. And you, my noble and well-warranted cousin, whom it concerns to hear this matter forth, do with your injuries as seems you best in any chastisement. I, for a while, will leave you, but stir not till you have well determined upon these slanderers.
My lord, we'll do it throughly. Signor Lucio, did not you say you knew that Friar Lodowick to be a dishonest person?
Cucullus non facit monarchum. Honest in nothing but his clothes, and one that have spoke most villainous speeches of the Duke.
We shall entreat you to abide here till he come, to enforce them against him. We shall find this friar a notable fellow.
As any in Vienna, by my word.
Call that same Isabel here once again. Pray you, my lords, give me leave to question. You'll see how I'll handle her.
Not better than he by her own report.
Say you?
My lord, I think if you handled her privately, she'd sooner confess.
I will go darkly to work with her.
That's the way for women alight at midnight.
Come on. Mistress, here's a gentlewoman denies all that you have said.
My lord, here's the rascal. Here's he I spoke of. Here with the provost.
In very good time. Speak not you to him till we call upon you.
Ma'am.
Come. Sir, did you set these women on to slander Lord Angelo? They have confessed you did.
'Tis false.
How? Know you where you are?
Where is the Duke? 'Tis he should hear me speak.
The Duke's in us, and we will hear you speak. Look, you speak justly.
Oh, boldly at least. But oh, poor souls, come you to seek the lamb here of the fox? Good night to your address. Is the Duke gone? Then is your cause gone too. The Duke's unjust, and put your trial in the villain's mouth, which here you come to accuse.
This is the rascal, this is he I spoke of.
Why, thou unreverend and unhallowed friar, it's not enough thou hast suborned these women to accuse this worthy man, but in foul mouth to call him villain, and then to glance from him to the Duke himself, to tax him with injustice. Take him hence, to the rack with him. We'll touse you joint by joint, but we will know his purpose. What unjust!
Be not so hot. The Duke dare no more stretch this finger of mine than he dare rack his own. His subject am I not, nor here provincial. My business in this state made me a looker-on here in Vienna, where I have seen corruption boil and bubble till it all run the stew.
Slander to the state! Away with him to prison!
What can you vouch against him, Signor Lucio? Is this the man that you did tell us of?
'Tis he, my lord. Come hither, good man Baldpate. Do you remember me?
Oh, I remember you, sir. I met you at the prison.
Oh, did you so? And do you remember what you said of the Duke?
Most notedly, sir.
Oh, do you so, sir? Or was the Duke a fleshmonger, a fool and a coward, as you then reported him to be?
You must have changed persons with me ere you make that my report. You indeed spoke so of him, and much more, much worse.
Thou damnable fellow! That I not pluck thee by the nose for thy speeches.
I protest, I love the Duke as I love myself.
Hark how the villain would close now after his treasonable abuses.
Such a fellow is not to be talked withal. Where is the provost? Away with him to prison. Let him speak no more.
Stay now, stay a while.
Resissi, help them, Lucio!
Come, sir, come, sir! Come, foe, sir! Why, you bald-pated lying rascal! You must be hooded, must you? Show your name's visage and approach to you! Show your sheep-biting face and be hanged an hour! Will not of!
Ah!
Thou art the first knave that e'er mates the Duke. Whew. First, Provost, let me bail these gentle three. Sneak not away, sir, for the friar and you must have a word anon. Lay hold on him.
Oh, this may prove worse than hanging.
What you have spoke, I pardon. Sit you down. We'll borrow place of him. Sir, by your leave, hast thou or word, or wit, or impudence that yet can do thee office?
Oh, my dread lord, I should be guiltier, and my guiltiness to think I can be undiscernible when I perceive your grace, like power divine, hath looked upon my passes. Then, good prince, no longer session hold upon my shame, but let my trial be mine own confession, immediate sentence then, and sequent death is all the grace I beg.
Come hither, Mariana. Say, wast thou e'er contracted to this woman?
I was, my lord.
Well, go. Take her hence and marry her instantly. Do you the office, friar. Come hither, Isabel. Your friar is now your prince. As I was then, not changing heart with habit, I'm still attorneyed at your service. Your brother's death, I know, sits at your heart. And you may marvel why I obscured myself, labouring to save his life, and would not rather make rash remonstrance of my hidden power than let him be so lost. O most kind maid, it was the swift celerity of his death, which I did think with slower foot came on, that brained my purpose. But peace be with him. That life is better life past fearing death than that which lives to fear. Make it your comfort. So happy is your brother.
I do, my lord.
For this new married man approaching here, whose salt imagination yet hath wronged your well-defended honour, you must pardon for Mariana's sake. But, as he adjudged your brother, being criminal in double violation of sacred chastity and a promise breach, the very mercy of the law cries out most audible, even from his proper tongue. And Angelo for Claudio, death for death. Haste still pays haste, and leisure answers leisure. Like doth quit like, and measure still for measure. Then, Angelo, we do condemn thee to the very block where Claudio stooped to death, and with like haste, away with him.
Oh, my most gracious lord, I hope you will not mock me with a husband.
It is your husband mocked you with a husband, for his possessions, although by confiscation they are ours, we do instate and widow you withal, to buy you a better husband.
Oh, my dear lord, I crave no other nor no better man.
Never crave him, we are definitive.
Gentle, my liege.
Now, you do but lose your labour. Away with him to death. Now, sir, to you.
Oh, good my lord, sweet Isabel, take my part. Lend me your knees, and all my life to come, I'll lend you all my life to do you service.
Against all sense you do importune her. Should she kneel down in mercy of this fact, her brother's ghost his paved bed would break, and take her hence in horror!
Isabel, sweet Isabel, do yet but kneel by me. Hold up your hand, say nothing, I'll speak all. They say best men are moulded out of faults, and for the most become much more the better for being a little bad. So may my husband. Oh, Isabel, will you not lend a knee?
He dies for Claudio's death.
Most bounteous sir, look, if it please you, on this man condemned, as if my brother lived. I partly think a due sincerity governed his deeds, till he did look on me. Since it is so, let him not die. My brother had but justice in that he did the thing for which he died for Angelo. His act did not o'ertake his bad intent, and must be buried but as an intent that perished by the way. Thoughts are no subjects. Intents, but merely thoughts.
Merely, my lord.
I have bethought me of another fault. Provost, how came it Claudio was beheaded at an unusual hour?
It was commanded so.
Had you a special warrant for the deed?
No, my good lord, it was by private message.
For which I do discharge you of your office. Give up your keys!
Pardon me, noble lord, I thought it was a fault, but knew it not. Yet did repent me after more advice, for testimony whereof, one in the prison that should by private order else have died, I have reserved alive.
What's he?
His name is Barnardine.
I would thou hadst done so by Claudia. Well, go, fetch him hither. Let me look upon him.
I am sorry that one so learned and so wise as you, Lord Angelo, have still appeared, should slip so grossly, both in the heat of blood and lack of tempered judgment afterward.
I am sorry that such sorrow I procure. And so deep sticks it in my penitent heart that I crave death more willingly than mercy. 'Tis my deserving, and I do entreat it.
Is this Barnardine?
This, my lord.
Sirrah, thou art said to have a stubborn soul that apprehends no further than this world and squares thy life according. Thou art condemned. But for those earthly faults, I quit them all.
What?
Cheer up, Barnardine.
What muffled fellow's that?
This is another prisoner that I saved, who should have died when Claudio lost his head, as like almost to Claudio as himself.
Oh!
If he be like your brother, for his sake is he pardoned, and for your lovely sake, give me your hand and say you will be mine. He is my brother too. but fitter time for that. By this, Lord Angelo perceives he's safe. Methinks I see a quickening in his eye. Well, Angelo, your evil quits you well. Look that you love your wife, her worth yours. I find an apt remission in myself. And yet here's one in place I cannot pardon. You, Sirrah, that knew me for a fool, a coward, one all of luxury, an ass, a madman. Wherein have I so deserved of you that you extol me thus?
My lord, I spoke but according to the trick. If you will hang me for it, you may. But I'd rather it would please you. I might be whipped.
Whipped first, sir, and hanged after. Proclaim it, Provost, round about the city. If any woman wronged by this lewd fellow, as I've heard him swear himself as one that he begot with child, let her appear, and he shall marry her. The nuptial finished, let him be whipped and hanged.
I beseech your highness, do not marry me to a whore. Your highness said even now, I made you a duke. Good my lord, do not recompense me in making me a cuckold.
Upon mine honour, thou shalt marry her. Thy slanders I forgive, and therewithal remit thy other forfeits.
Marrying a punk, my lord, 'tis pressing to death, whipping and hanging.
For slandering a prince deserves it.
Oh, yes. Enjoy your wife, Lucio.
She, Claudia, that you wronged, look you restore. Joy to you, Mariana. Love her, Angelo. I have confessed her, and I know her virtue. Thanks, good friend Aeschylus, for thy much goodness. There's more behind that is more gratulate. Thanks, Provost, for thy care and secrecy. We shall employ thee in a worthier place. Dear Isabel, I have a motion, much imports your good, whereto if you'll a willing ear incline, what's mine is yours, and what is yours is mine. Sir, bring us to our palace, where we'll show what's yet behind that's meet you all should know.
kisses bring.